Our Feapz podcast topic is
continuous improvement, responsibility, and ethics. An effective teacher designs purposeful professional goals to strengthen the effectiveness of instruction based on students' needs. Setting goals and creating a daily objective are tactics that not only guide the teacher, but also the students in the lesson.
An effective educator also examines and uses data-informed research to improve instruction and student achievement. Using effective current events to relate to lesson plans and different topics in the classroom are great ways to improve the student's understanding.
In respect to point F, implements knowledge and skills learned in professional development in teaching and learning processes, I use the skills I learned in General Methods 321 and applied them to my 7th grade English practicum at Murray Middle School. I allowed my students to draw from personal experiences in order to further enhance their connection to the story we were reading. I asked them questions about how they would feel if they were in a character's position, or how they would change the story, given the opportunity to rewrite it. This technique allowed students to develop more personal relationships to the text and connect with the work on a deeper level.
An effective teacher uses a variety of data independently and in collaboration with colleagues to evaluate learning outcomes, adjust planning, and continuously improve the effectiveness of the lessons. It is important when teachers evaluate the results of each assessment. Poor outcomes on an assessment demonstrate the skills the students did not comprehend and need further instruction on. Also, collaborating with colleagues will help teachers present the appropriate material effectively.
Uses a variety of data independently and in collaboration with colleagues to evaluate learning outcomes, adjust planning, and continuously improve the effectiveness of the lesson. Teachers are constantly collecting data, whether it's scientific data, data that they've received from other teachers, or data that they themselves have collected throughout their time teaching. When I was doing my practicum at Spruce Creek High School, the teacher that I worked with always went to other classrooms. He would go to the psychology teacher, the math department, the English department. He would talk to these teachers and use his data and their data and merge it together. That way he could have better lesson plans. He knew that one student that was in his class was always in another class. So if he could reach students that he was having trouble reaching through another teacher, he would always do that. They would analyze their data. They would look it over. They would change lesson plans. Everything was planning around the students. One thing I learned from this teacher was that by working with other teachers, you're going to be successful in anything that you do.
An effective educator collaborates with the home, school, and larger communities to foster communication and to support student learning and continuous improvement. Holding parent-teacher conferences, creating monthly newsletters, and organizing volunteer groups within the community are exceptional ways to demonstrate these points.
Effective teachers engage in targeted professional growth opportunities and reflective practices. By attending faculty meetings, observing colleagues' classrooms, and researching the Common Core state standards are all ways to improve teaching skills.
An effective teacher implements knowledge and skills learned in professional development in the teaching and learning process by using effective vocabulary, providing real-world examples, and necessary life skills in the classroom are great ways to demonstrate the teaching and learning process.
In reference to Feapz 5B, examines and uses data-informed research to improve instruction and student achievement, my professor in Tests and Measurements explained how gathering student data can assist educators in understanding student backgrounds and the best methods of assessment for each student. For example, students with culturally diverse backgrounds may have an easier time understanding text that pertains to their culture. Also, teachers may have to vary instruction methods depending on the achievement levels of students. A student with higher achievement levels, for example, will be able to cover material at a more rapid rate than students that do not have high levels of achievement. This means that instructors will have to spend more time on material with some students than others and should vary their lesson plans accordingly.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our presentation.